Surfside life. Come to Surfside. The pontoon's real, I want gas, but I wanna drink beer, wanna talk some grass.
The bearded Larry's here.
Hey, there he is.
What's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? Enjoying Reggae Rise Up 2025 Vegas, because there's too many of them. I always forget to say Vegas. You having fun over here?
Heck yeah.
Hey, I love you guys.
You're our,
Love you,
our
bro.
intro. This is great.
Oh, is this the intro?
This is
Yeah.
the intro.
All right, well,
Introduce your buddy.
All right. All right, so there's a guy over there in shades, and he is amazing. His name is Dave Petti. He plays drums, and he does some other things while he plays drums. I'll let him explain that. He can tell you all about it because he's a good guy. So, love you guys. Enjoy the show. I love you, man. I love you. So
Heck yeah. Bearded
Thanks, Larry.
Larry.
Love you, bro.
Shout out, buddy. Yay. Cool. Well, you heard it from the man, Bearded Larry. We are at Las Vegas Reggae Rise Up with the man, Dave Petti. My buddy, my other buddy's drummer.
Yes, sir.
You play drums for Joe Samba
Yep.
and some other bands too. You've done some stuff.
Yeah. A couple bands back home, but no, I met you through Joe. Like, I don't even know, probably 6 or 7 years ago we met. Like, you and I, we started playing at Surfside a little bit more, probably.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if did you actually. Did I meet you when you were playing with Joe, or was it with the Quins?
Probably a little bit of both, because that's basically how it started. So, like, we met Joe almost like just about 10 years ago in 2015 when a little bit of lineup change was happening, and he happened to know some people from our town, from East
Right.
Bridgewater. And the Quins basically just became Joe Samba's backup band.
Yeah.
It was like Joe Samba and the Quins.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was always basically a lot of the connections. We owe so much, the Quins owe our connections to Joe and the Revelry guys, and then we met you. We met everybody through Joe pretty much up in the whole New Hampshire area.
Yeah.
And then
Joe's good at that. He's
yeah, dude,
like
connecting everybody.
He's a network artist.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
A little closer.
Yeah.
Just because when the music starts.
I got you. I got you.
He got you.
I got you, bruv.
So, would you describe yourself as more of like a rock drummer, like
Oh.
your style of playing?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I try not to be too annoying about it, but I definitely try to hold myself as like the rock drummer in the reggae scene, even though there's plenty of the drummers all hit hard and have their style of really, smashing and laying it down. But like, I feel like the way I even set up my drums, the way they look and stuff, I kind of like try to take the candle of being like that rock guy playing in the reggae scene. And Joe's music is
It fits
basically
that.
just super punk rock and
It
everything
fits
anyways.
that.
Yeah.
That's a very good fit.
Yeah.
But you got started early playing drums. You were a little dude.
Yeah, dude. I was probably like 8 or 9, right between 8 and 9, somewhere in there. And there's a little school right down the street from my house. The Barton family, they were giving lessons, and like just randomly saw the sign, drum lessons, and something in my head clicked.
You were like, I want to start pounding on shit.
And luckily, my parents were like, yeah, sure. I probably thought it was going to be a short-lived thing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But no, it was cool. And then,
Well.
so we started playing. Then I had an older brother that he was luckily the one that like kind of got me started in a band and everything, just because.
And he's a good number of years older than you, right?
Yep, about 5.5, almost 6 years older than me.
Okay. So you started playing in a band with him when you were like a kid, like a little kid.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, literally, like, probably played my first Boston gig at like 9 or 10.
Now, is that Bruvs yet?
No. So, yeah, there was many iterations of me and Zach being in bands with other people, and then eventually, when I was like out of high school, and I could be, even though I probably still was just teetering before 21, and some venues would be like, okay, you can play and leave.
Right.
But then it became Bruvs. But we were in a lot of different bands. Like the first one when I was a real little kid was called 13th Story. Like, unlucky but lucky at the same time.
Please.
I don't know. Honestly, I wasn't the original drummer, so my brother and his high school buddies had come up with it on their own, and I just joined in.
Okay, so you weren't behind the name.
No.
Okay.
So like I was just happened to be they rehearsed at my house, and the drummer used my drum kit downstairs when they would practice.
Yeah.
But he'd always be late getting there to practice, so that I would go down and jam with him for a little bit, and eventually they just realized, like, oh, he's better. So luckily
This
I got
9-year-old kid
Yeah,
is
I
better.
didn't know what I was doing. They would just, tell me, oh, Dave, we're doing this, and they drive me wherever we're going.
That's sick.
Yeah.
So how does it go from doing that sort of thing to being at Reggae Rise Up? Like, take us through that path from, like, what was your driving force to, like, I need to keep playing drums, I need to get sick?
Dude, it's like kind of, I don't know, it's one of those things that's almost undescribable. It's like people with creative minds can understand this, where you just have something. I'm sure you're like this with owning the restaurant, like something, you get a purpose, a mission kind of thing, and I got it so young that I just felt like it was my identity from being a 9-year-old kid starting to play drums. Like, I'm in 2nd grade, like, known as the drummer, and then it was just my whole life, it was always my identity. I just had a feeling like I have to believe in myself, even though there's so much doubt at the same time. You're working through it, and as I got older, like, going through high school, I was probably too cool for the drums. I wanted to play like everything else because I had been playing drums so long, so I probably didn't devote as much time during like high school. I played in a couple bands, but could have done more. Probably could have been touring earlier in my life, maybe. But everything happens for a reason. I may not have met Joe if I was doing anything earlier. So, but then through playing with bands, like I mentioned, the Quins. Those are all my East Bridgewater boys.
Yep.
And Joe's original guitar player was Greg Hill, a dude from East Bridgewater, and he's real good friends with Quincy, who's Quincy
shout
of
out
the
Quincy.
Quins. Yeah, shout out.
My man.
Baby boy. And so when
Quincy Medallia.
Yeah, exactly, Quincy Medallia,
Love
and
that
they just
dude.
needed the whole connection, and we kind of started, I think we had probably, we had opened a couple gigs for Joe and the Goons when they were still called the Goons back in the day. And it was like the Quins opening for them, and it was a good time. We became buddies.
What a good night that would be.
Yeah, dude. And
let's go back in time and go to
I
that.
was gonna say, here's a good little memory too. So my first gig with Joe, actually, probably a couple months after we opened for them, he just was like, we'd become buddies. He's like, hey, I need you to fill in for my cousin on the drums at this show. And it was opening for, it was a Roots of Creation bill and the Cornerstone, who a lot of people do know, maybe some people don't know.
What is their name?
It's the fucking Elevators. Come on. And this long blonde-haired kid comes up to me as I'm pulling in my drums. Like, we played gigs over the years, but I still, you don't know the etiquette when you're meeting new bands and stuff like that. I hadn't played in like a nightclub in a while. And
not since I was 9.
Yeah.
I haven't been in a nightclub for a while.
Exactly. I skipped my teenage years. and it was Nick Asta, but I didn't know him at the time, and he was just like, oh, bro, you can use my drums. Yeah, sweet, and it was cool. Nice, warm, welcome environment, you know what I mean? And I played, it was just trio, me, Joe, and his brother Tony on bass. And then I think probably he called me another couple months, and that was like October of 2015.
Yeah.
So I think it was October, actually. That's crazy.
Joe has always spoken very highly of your playing.
Oh, sweet.
He loves you, as a human, of course, but he loves your style.
Yeah. We complement each other well, I feel like.
Yep. So, I kind of wanted to get into, you're a recently married man. You're a professional drummer. You're out on the road. Like, how does that all work for you? Like, you getting out on the road and being at something like this. Like, this is super exciting, super fun, but you're away from the pets, the wife, the family. Like, it's tough. Like, what's your way of coping with the whole thing?
That's the hardest part. I mean, it's just, we've been like, and we're not like full-time touring. We tour a good portion of the year, for the last maybe 4.5 years with Joe.
Yep.
And that's my first like full road gig, you know what I mean, going across the whole country and everything. So it was crazy learning curves, ups and downs, and figuring it all out. And we were just dating at the beginning, my wife and I, and then eventually we were engaged, and and now being married, like, I feel like we have this bond and trusting each other and everything, and just like, I know I'm comfortable with her taking care of the animals in the house back when I'm gone, and she knows I'm out here working my ass off. Like, she knows how detailed I am with everything. I probably annoy the hell out of her every day. Like 3 weeks out from tour, even a month out from tour, every time I'm always just freaking out, writing things down, like lists of things, and she's just like looking at me, rolling her eyes, like, "You've done this a million times now. Like, just shut up. It's gonna be fine." You know?
I've been on the road enough with you to know that you are organized, detail-oriented,
but
and
it was, exactly. You've seen it.
specific.
Yeah, but even though she would probably say I'm not like that at home when it comes to things around the house, but I am when I'm on the road and it comes to work, because I can't stand when it's anything else.
Right.
But she's just worked with me so well, like the last couple of years, like we both. It was hard. It was really hard at first, being gone, like learning how to just be like, even though I'm with my best friends, you know, on the road and stuff like that, and you're working, I'm doing what I love. That's the thing, is like as soon as my brain tries to tell me like this is hard, I'm like, yeah, but this is what I've wanted, you know. And at least with someone like her is such a good woman, and my parents back home, and my family and everybody.
Michaela.
Yeah, shout out Michaela Petti.
Heck yeah.
And you know, it's basically all I can say, because it's like, you know, she's made it really easy for me, and my family supports it too.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, you need that support.
Yeah.
You need to have that. If you don't have that,
and guys
can't.
like you, Steve, you've supported us the whole way. You were with us on those first few tours, and I really don't think like our whole mindset of touring, like, you helped me and Joe so much on those first few tours that like we probably wouldn't have. We learned so much together. You know what I mean? We all learned stuff together. We really like figured out how to be a touring band. We were learning stuff from Fortunate Youth and all those guys. We really got to experience a lot together, and that just
that was one of the first ones.
Yeah, I'll never forget all that stuff. I'll look back on that all the time, and I think about those stories. Yeah, it was great times.
So like, what's the future look like for you? Like, what's the dream?
Oh man, the dream, I guess, like,
I mean, you're doing it.
Yeah. Basically, just keep doing this. Hopefully, like, play. You know what I mean? I love being. The thought of being a drummer that could like record for multiple bands, play on tour for multiple people, and just kind of go around.
You guys listening out there?
Yeah, give me a call.
Dave is sick.
You know, those kind of things are hopefully in the cards for me.
Yes.
You know, like.
As they should be. They should be. We'll
see. You know, I'm excited just to maybe, tour on a different scale. See what, you know what I mean? I want to definitely just take it to the next level where we're going international.
Yeah, I was going to say international.
You know,
would be
I can't
cool.
wait to do that. Just to see some different ground. Now, that sounds crazy to say. Like a couple of years ago, it was like, you know, I've only played in New England. I can't wait to go play in California or something.
Right.
And now it's
now
like,
you're here all the time.
We're sick of the U.S. Let's go out. You know, let's go to Spain. It's like, we should. I'm just grateful to be playing drums in any city across the country with my friends. You know what I mean? It's pretty unbelievable.
I mean, what's cooler than that? If you're a drummer, you're getting paid to do your thing.
To play the drums. Yeah, that's basically like what I expected, but sort of thought I wouldn't do it, but knew in the back of my head that I would do it. So, you know, and here we are.
So, a little while ago, a couple of hours ago, I got to meet Homer. From Homer Made Drums, who's sponsoring you now. That's congratulations. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Very cool. You got a beautiful, beautiful new kit.
Yeah, dude. It's a sweet little. It's like a blue beauty. Homer and Sandra, they built that thing by hand, and it's unbelievable work. Every little attention to detail. I was able to pick some sizes and the colors and the hardwares that I wanted and everything. And it's like the drum set I've always wanted my whole life. 2 big floor toms and everything. And the team, the 2 of them and their artist rep Lundy, who drive around to all these festivals. He's driving his van like thousands of miles. He's does more traveling than we do, because he's supporting so many bands in this scene with drum kits and stuff like that. Like, they're becoming a staple in this reggae scene. And I feel like a fraud being saying that I have a custom drum set built by them. It's like, did I deserve this? But I'm just so you know.
Of course you did.
I'm just really grateful to play their drums.
That's awesome, dude.
It's pretty awesome.
Very, very cool. I'm trying to think of. Do you have any other, like, as a drummer, are there other sponsorships like sticks and you know, like what else do drummers get into? Sticks, cymbals, heads, you know what I mean, like the skins and everything. There's all kinds of stuff, hardware, cases, like
Homer hooked me up with a fresh set of Gator cases for my drums. Nice
sick.
hard cases, so they'll be
Yeah, I
protected
think
in
I
the trailer.
carried one of them earlier
you
for
helped
you.
me. Exactly. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, all that type of stuff. So hopefully in the next couple of years, you know, I mean, I'm always one of those kind of guys that like gets cold feet when it comes to putting my worth out there, being like, oh, can you help me with a discount or some sort of sponsorship? I'm always kind of afraid to ask for those things. That's why it was so much easier with the company like Homer made, because Homer and his wife were the coolest people to me when we met like a year ago at a show, and then we just kind of talked a little bit here and there.
That's
and
cool.
It became such a natural relationship.
A nice fit. They seem like great
they're
people.
Some of the best people I've met through this, like through touring the last 4 or 5 years. Just them alone are some of the best people we've met. It's unbelievable.
Nice, dude. I love it for you. I'm very happy.
Man.
It's been cool watching you from, you know, a kid in his early 20s becoming this fine young man.
Oh, dude. No way.
Before we get blasted out by this next band, I wanted to ask you, who is your, like right off the top of your head, who's your favorite drummer in this genre right now?
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Aside from yourself, of course.
Right off the bat, first name that comes to mind, it's got to be Revelation Kalaui from Unfortunate Youth, baby.
Heck yeah.
Rev's the fucking man. He's a great player. He's an unbelievable player, but he's just an unbelievable person. Every time I'm around him, he's just literally the best guy.
He wore a Surfside Burger Bar hoodie on stage at Red Rocks.
Oh my God.
So that's how much I love that guy.
He's the man. He has been nothing but love for us. Like like I said, Fortunate Youth took us on our first tour 4.5 years ago and treated us like little bros. And like
that was the one I was
you
on.
were there with us, exactly.
They were the best.
It was unbelievable. And now every time we see them, every time we get to do shows with them, it's like being around family. You know what I mean? Like they've treated us so well, and Rev is just that guy.
They are the kind of guys you would want as your family.
Absolutely. Oh my God. We always, every time we see them, like, guys, when are we going to do another tour together? Because it's just so easy touring with a band like that.
Yep.
You know?
Oh, they're the best. Totally. So who is like your favorite drummer all time?
Taylor Hawkins.
Yeah.
It's my dude. Yeah, rest in peace.
Yep. Heck yeah, man.
Taylor Hawkins, and probably like Keith Moon was like my first like visual inspiration, just how wild he played.
Yep.
And then when I saw Taylor Hawkins when I was a kid, just being such a big Foo Fighters fan, and just the way he played, I'm like, oh yeah, that's how you're supposed to play the drums, I think.
Yep. I mean, as a music fan, you know, normally you pay attention to like the singer, the guitar. That's like, you know, you're playing air guitar, you're singing along, whatever, and like getting more involved and coming out to shows like this and stuff, like the drummer has become my favorite person to watch on stage, because it's just, you guys aren't really running around, so you got to do everything in one place, and it's like you gotta make it count.
I think that's the whole thing. I always like, it's like, I know I'm not necessarily the most technical drummer like some other guys out there, so I feel like I like taking after a guy like Taylor Hawkins, where he's just a basher, like hitting that hard. It's all about that old rock and roll style. So like I feel like I can shine by not being too crazy with it, but like if I'm sitting still back there, I gotta try to show a little energy. You know what I mean? Show as much energy I can without looking like a lunatic, which sometimes I clearly do.
Yep.
But
every time I text you, I always throw in like the little monster emoji guy, because that's you.
Yep. That's what I try to be.
Yep. Well, Dave Petti, Dave Sweaty Petti,
that's
my man. I love you, bro, and I appreciate you doing this.
I love you, Steve.
Good luck in everything you do,
Thanks for
man.
everything you've done for us, bro.
Anytime, my
Appreciate it, man. And happy birthday. It was Steve's birthday yesterday.
Woo-wee.
Fucking love this guy.
Thank you.
Rock and roll.
Cool. All right, we're out. Surfside Live, Reggae Rise Up, Las Vegas.
Peace.
We'll see you on the next one.